Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we actually have ourselves some new episode 19 and 20 info brought to us in the form of more of those voice lines lists that we've been getting as of late. For those that might not be aware, we've talked about stuff like this a few times before in the past. Basically, I don't know how, but somehow there are sometimes lists of Ninjago characters and how many voice lines they will actually have, or how many times they talk in a certain chapter of Ninjago. Apparently this time we have allegedly the voice lines list for episodes 19 and 20, aka the final two episodes of Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2 that have not been leaked as of yet. Now before we start, I must give out a couple of quick disclaimers. First of all, this video will contain spoilers for Season 3 Part 2, both in terms of the episodes that have been leaked so far and the ones that are still yet to be leaked. You have been warned, Season 3 Part 2 spoilers are ahead, and also take this information with a very heavy grain of salt. This is in no way confirmed to be final. However, a lot of the lists that we have received in the past have turned out to be accurate for the most part. So do with that information what you will, and in the meantime, let's talk about the first batch of characters here. These are not all of the characters that talk in episodes 19 and 20. This is just the first list that we are talking about, the more common characters that have most of the voice lines. So starting off with Lloyd, Aaron, and Sora, having 38, 30, and 28 lines respectively. That makes sense, I will say, because again, these three are the main characters of Ninjago Dragon's Rising. We've been talking about that before too. Naturally, they would have the most amount of lines, especially with Aaron and Lloyd going on their little quest or whatever they were doing last we saw them in Season 3 Part 2. It does make sense that they have more lines than several of the other characters. Kai and Frack also seem to have more going on, with 24 lines for Kai and 23 lines for Frack. That makes sense too, in my opinion. These two characters have kind of been teaming up a lot together in Season 3 Part 2, at least so far. Sounds like these two again, we'll have a similar amount of lines, possibly partnering up even more, having more of that conversation. Then we have Ericor coming in with 23 lines. A lot of room for Ericor to talk here. Seems like Ericor will be back. I'm curious to see what exactly they do with Ericor. Maybe Ericor's wish magic has gotten to the point where he can wish Thunderfang away, or something like that. Again, very curious to see what Ericor gets up to in these final couple of episodes, because apparently Ericor will be in these final couple of episodes. Maybe it has something to do with Jay and Nia, potentially. Who's to say? Speaking of Nia, Nia has 22 lines, similar amount to Frack and Kai. Again, that makes sense too. Nia having her own little quest that she's been going on. Then we have Power Lid with 21 lines. Power Lid being that weird blue ogre character that consistently pops up in Dragon's Rising Season 3. I really don't like that character. I find him to be very annoying. I just don't like the guy. I think he's obnoxious. But apparently he will have 21 lines, which, hooray, can't wait to hear this guy talk 21 more times. Then we have Wildfire and Raptin, both with 15 lines, so it seems like Raptin is back too. Maybe Raptin is the one following Nia, can you imagine? But Wildfire also has 15 lines, same with Raptin, so again, pretty good amount of lines for these final two episodes, nothing too abnormal. Again, this group of characters, this group talks more than the second group that we will talk about right now. And I'm sure some of the characters on this list not having much to say, some of these characters, it'll probably be a little bit controversial. So first of all, we have Lord Ras and Thunderfang, each with 12 lines. Thunderfang being the main villain of Season 3, I kind of hoped he would have more to say. Lord Ras also only has 12 lines. Possibly he will take on Mr. Frohike and Geo and then, you know, go on his way from there. Maybe he drops a couple of lines in that fight before moving on, and maybe we will see him more in Season 4. Either way, 12 lines for both Lord Ras and Thunderfang. Thunderfang, Jay only has 6 lines. So Jay will be back in Dragon's Rising Season 3, of course, after he left to go off and do whatever. Towards the middle of Season 3, Part 2, he kind of just left and said that he was going away from the ninja. Apparently, he will be back and he will have 6 lines. So those 6 lines, I don't think we are going to have enough time to give Jay his memories back in Season 3 at this point. Unless they can do it within 6 lines, I doubt. Maybe that's how the season ends. Maybe it ends on a cliffhanger with Jay finding more information about his past. Maybe he gains a little bit of his memories back, but that's it. Either way, 6 lines, I don't think that's enough for Jay to get his memories back fully, so your guess is as good as mine here. Will Jay get his memories back in Season 3? Not really looking very likely. Then we have the Archdragon of Focus with 5 lines. Sure, makes sense. I mean, the ninja will be trying to awaken the Archdragon of Focus, so apparently it will be awakened. Then we have the Source Dragon of Flow with 5 lines, the Source Dragon of Energy with 2 lines, and the Source Dragon of Motion also with 2 lines. We could see more, again, discussion between the Source Dragons. Maybe Lloyd catches another one of those Source Dragon vision meetings or something before he gets kicked out again. Who knows? Then we have Lee with 2 lines. So apparently Lee will get cured of being hollowed, and the same can be said about Cole, who only has 1 line, along with Geo, who also only has 1 line. So I think Cole being unhollowed makes sense. That's probably going to be one of the last things that will happen in Season 3, Part 2. Thunderfang gets defeated, all of the hollowed people get restored to normal, all of their souls return or whatever. Lee might say a few things, Cole might say one thing, and in terms of where Geo's line comes in, I don't know where that would be. Maybe during his battle with Lord Rass and possibly even Mr. Frohickey as well. Again, not entirely clear there where that line will come in. Maybe he will save that line for when Cole gets unhollowed or whatever you want to call it there. But yeah, of these characters, I think the most controversial ones are going to be Jay, who only has 6 lines, and Cole with only 1 line. Season 4 better give us more Cole, because he's been kind of taking a back seat in Season 3 here. And with Jay, like I said, I don't think Jay will have enough lines here to properly get his memories back or anything like that. Again, it seems like the main players of the final 2 episodes are pretty much who we expect them to be, and some of the characters that get pushed to the back aren't really all that deserving of being pushed to the back, I would say. But again, take this all with a grain of salt. This could definitely turn out to be not entirely accurate. But then again, all of the other lists have been pretty accurate. But, you know, take this all with a grain of salt, and that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. What exactly do you think about this list of voice lines that each character will apparently have in the final 2 episodes of Season 3, Part 2? And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Again, leave all of your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe. Do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.